welcome back to my channel. I am netflixnaija. This movie is a Valentine's special. Okay, now it's not a Valentine's movie, but it was released on the 12th of February 2021. It's currently showing on Netflix, and that is the movie Fine Wine. Brief introduction, guys. I didn't want to see it. In fact, I knew there was a movie called Fine Wine, but I wasn't thinking about seeing it now that it's on Netflix since I missed it in the cinema last year. Then a brother of mine kept saying Fine Wine is one of the finest Nigerian movies ever, and so I had to say it. Having said that, let's get right into the movie review proper. What do I like about the movie? What don't I like about the movie? My recommendation: should you see the movie or should you scrap that out of your Netflix to see movies? After falling for a much younger woman, a wealthy, lonely man must confront the social stigma around age gap romances. This movie was directed by Seyi Babatokpe, starred Richard Mofe Damijo, Egon Wosu, EKPE-ETIM. We had Tina Mba, Ademola Adedoye, Belinda Efa. Is she Efe or Efa? Belinda Efa, yes, and then Zainab Balogun. Now, what do I like about this movie? First off, first thing first, the cast members were just beautiful and handsome. It's like, did you guys just go and pack all the fine people in Nollywood? Is that what you people did? From Zadi, RMD to even the lead character, Kaima's character, was played by Egon Wosu. She did amazing in the movie. All the cast members were actually very pretty and handsome people. Then the dialoguing, guys. The dialoguing made sense. The transition, there was nothing felt forced. The communication felt effortless. You could tell it was some bougie thingy. And then the shifting from a scene, when the curtain draws, when they get into the next scene, the transitioning made sense. Image made sense. You could tell they used expensive equipment. Guys, the location, the sets, whoever set designed that movie deserves an award, because mad locations. The set designs were beautiful, and it was done in such a way that the location does not take from the cast member that we're supposed to focus on in that moment. You get, it's kind of just complements. So that's one of the most beautiful things about the movie. And the story also. The story is one that is not quite common, having something that has to do with age gap, especially in Nigeria, where we have a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to age gap and relationship. Yeah, so the storyline is one that is not very common. This is supposed to be a romantic movie. It's a rom-com. There was comedy. The person that played Akin, that was Mr. George's best friend, brought his comedy. The chemistry between all of the cast members, even supposedly 25-year-old Kaima and 55-year-old Mr. George, had so much chemistry. The friendship. She had a boyfriend whose head is not correct. Yes, there was still the chemistry and friendship between Kaima and Tunji. That's Adedoye's character in that movie, So the chemistry between all of them made sense, which is what I think enhanced the dialogue, the talk, that they all had in the movie. They actually did pay attention to details, and when George was sick, you could see that indeed he was sick. He didn't come appearing all polished. You could literally see that the sickness aged him a bit. You could tell that happened to him. So yeah, I liked that part about the movie. Now, what do I not like about the movie? One thing I do not like about the movie is the fact that they did try and play some cliche. Now, there's this thing that present Nollywood does, and that is trying to Hollywood our movies. We are Nigerians. You get, I feel like there are some things that are inherently Nigerian that if you don't see it in a Nigerian movie, you're like, hello, when did I get to London? Like, what's happening here? Am I in Canada? This is supposed to be a Nigerian movie. And that is something that happened in the story too. Tina Mba, that was the person that played Kaima's mom, encouraging a child to go sleep out. Somebody in the university, a Nigerian mother will pull your ears if you tell her you're going to see a boy. Typical Nigerian mother. I mean, 90%. I understand if I want to try and change the narrative and have bougie parents, and I get that some parents that actually might not mind their child, but I don't think they would encourage outrightly. They might not mind if you say, okay, I'm going out. They would say, oh, bye, but they wouldn't say, don't come back home tonight, too, except you're hurrying your child out. And I don't think that was not what Tinamba was doing. She was just supposed to be the mother that wants her children out of the house fast, because Kaima apparently was 25 and she's supposed to have left the house because now she's 7. So from 7 she's supposed to go to husband's house. That's a typical African mother, right? But then the way she went about it was a little bit off for me. I'm like, that's not Nigerian-ish. Anyways, I'm dwelling too much on that point. But yeah, that's like the major thing I know that I didn't like about the movie, just the particular scene that I didn't like about the movie. But outside of that, it's made a lot of sense. There wasn't awkwardness between the cast members. Overall, Fine Wine for me was a nice movie, and it's something you can go see with your partner. I mean, you can have a Netflix date with your partner. It's Valentine's. It was released on the 12th of February 2021 in theater. This movie made a whopping 24.2 million naira. I mean, it did well. Well, it was in the cinema, and I understand that on Netflix also, the streaming platform, it would be making, them a lot more money. So yeah, the movie did do well. Nigerians actually liked the movie, and I do like the movie. So I would recommend that you should see the movie. I mean, you can see it with your partner, you can see it by yourself. Just something to Netflix and chill on Valentine's Day. If you're single, you could see it and just wish that, oh, I want this. Of course, not the 200 kind of love, but yeah, I want the George kind of love, You might want to do that to yourself. If you have a partner, you might be able to poke your partner. I'm like, this is somebody I'm coming to carry with Bentley. What are you doing? Just saying. Right. But then overall, the movie, I would give it a 9. It's nothing serious. I think this is going to be one of my shortest reviews ever. I'm going to recommend that you see the movie. I'm mentioning a lot of things that I'm beginning to repeat myself. So I'm just going to end this video here and say just go watch Fine Wine on Netflix. I mean, there's the cinema about a year ago. You can watch it on Netflix and all the streaming platforms. Don't pirate their movie, let them make money, shall. That's my one thing. That's the only thing I know. And also, guys, support my ministry by liking this video if you enjoyed it, and also give it a thumbs up. That is you liking it. A thumbs up is you saying you like it. Share with family and friends. 1, 2, 3, as many people as you would want to see this review. Let them know that they should see Fine Wine on Netflix. Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. There is something about Nigerians. Why do you guys not subscribe? I've noticed that a lot of people that see my movie are people that have not subscribed, and you guys still come back to see it, and yet you don't subscribe. So what is happening? Just subscribe already and like this video. Click on the bell icon. It is the notification bell, so that when I have new uploads, you will be very much aware. You would be one of the first people to know about it. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye, people.